All right, so in this problem number 17, we're looking at cigarettes again, and what we're looking at here is we got to find the correlation. So the first question is, how do we find R? Well, we know that R squared is 92.4%. So in order to do that, if R squared is 92.4%, then R is the square root of 0.924. And the square root of 0.924 is 0.961. So the correlation is 0.961. Okay. In question B, they say, what would you predict about the average nicotine content for cigarettes that are 2 standard deviations above the mean in tar content? Well, in this case, tar is the explanatory variable and nicotine is the response variable. So what we got to do here then is we need our formula. Remember, the slope formula is R times the standard deviation of y over the standard deviation of x. Well, in this case, it would be R times the standard deviation of nicotine over the standard deviation of tar. Okay, so what we would like to happen in this case, what happens if tar goes up to 2 standard deviations? Well, nicotine would also like to go up 2 standard deviation, but it's restricted by R, so it would go up 0.961 times 2 standard deviations. Okay, so the model will only allow it to go that far, so we would do 0.961 times 2, and it would allow it to go 1.922 standard deviations above the mean in nicotine. And then C says, well, what would happen again if tar goes up 1 standard deviation? Well, nicotine wants to go up 1 standard deviation, but R will only let it go up in 0.961 times that. So it would go up 0.961 standard deviations above the mean.